Just get down the tunnel. You've won a game, 3 points. They've been brilliant. They're back in the title race. Get down the tunnel. I'm serious, honestly.
They are milking every second of this.
Pochettino, get out! Get out, Pochettino! Tonight! He should be sacked tonight! Humiliation! Completely humiliation at the Stamford Bridge! That too against Wolves, man! Wolves! 12th or 11th position Wolves! We have been humiliated!
Boy! Wait, can you play the Carragher crying one more time? It's like music to my ears, man.
It's a good night. Just get down the tunnel. You've won a game, 3 points. They've been brilliant. They're back in the title race. Get down the tunnel. I'm serious, honestly.
They are milking every second of this.
Celebration police out in force, boy. Anyway, welcome to another episode of End to End Football Podcast. Abs 5-5. I thought you'd be 10-10 now. You know what I mean? 2 back-to-back.
No. No. It's not yet. Not yet.
You're not getting carried away, no?
Nope. I never get carried away. This is United, bro. We've been fans. I've been fans for long enough. Like, you know, when I get excited and I say stuff like title race or top 4 race and all the rest, and I end up getting burnt at the end of the season. Then next season, all you man remind me of what I said. I'm good. I'm sitting on the fence.
I know that celebration of the advertising board that moved you a little bit, didn't you?
Which one?
When Garnacho went and sat down on the advertising board with with Manu and that.
I had to respect you. He moved you. I had to respect you. No, I had to respect you because do you know what I mean? That's troll settings. You wanted to sit down when you scored against us at home. Hold that. Done it twice too. Yeah, hold that. It's a hold that moment. It's not a get me excited moment. It's a hold that moment. That's all it is.
Trust you to make it negative. Eh? That's the future. Huh?
It's not negative.
21, 18, and 18.
I didn't say nothing negative. I didn't say no negative, but a certain man needed to hold that because he couldn't do that for his country in AFCON and he thought he could do it against us.
Oh, allow it.
Yes, I'm dragging that. Yes, I'm dragging that in, bro. Yes, I'm dragging that in.
Oh, my God. Huh? Yeah.
You think I'll forget? You think I'll close my eyes? No. Nah. Hold that.
Just get that South Africa work done first today before you start piping up this week. Boy.
Listen, we're there, innit?
Huh? 1-0 FC, boy.
We're there, innit?
Oh, my days. Well. Where else do we start, boy?
I mean, let's start at Liverpool since, you know, their representative's not here to defend the shambolic stuff that we saw. Crying of their fans. Don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly happy that Arsenal won. It's one of those ones, isn't it? You just want to draw, really, in this situation. But just for Carragher's comments afterwards, nah. So what happened, Liverpool? I mean, you know what? Let's just start with one thing, yeah? A certain man was on this pod saying that goalkeepers are meant to just do their jobs. And you're not a good goalkeeper if you can't just do your job. Did your goalkeeper do his job?
Well, you're addressing man that's not here.
No, I'm just, he's going to watch it. He's going to watch it. Did your goalkeeper do his job? Question mark. 50 marks for the good answer.
If I do devil's advocate, Van Dijk got shoulder barged by Martinelli. Big 6 foot, whatever it is, Van Dijk. Got a shoulder barge from Martinelli. and lost his balance, yeah. Then touched the ball, and then obviously, it went past Alisson, right? And Van Dijk took ownership of that situation. Post match, he said it was his fault. Then if you actually look at the replay on the second goal, guess who got the touch on the ball? The last flick on the ball, it was Van Dijk's foot. So the trajectory of that ball moved a little bit.
So what are we doing? We're going to change this to Van Dijk's problem.
I'm just saying
that.
I'm just putting the
Listen,
facts out there, innit? You know what I mean?
because I heard he was the greatest defender in Premier League history, so I'm on that one too. You know.
Listen, the second one where he puts his foot out, that can happen, innit? It is what it is. But the first one, there's no excuse for that. How dare you get shoulder barged by Martinelli, your big self? That was embarrassing. But anyway, let's not even, we're even going too far. Because let's be real. So what's that? 3 games between these two teams, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
A draw at Anfield. They beat them in the FA Cup. They beat them in the FA Cup. Liverpool beat Arsenal in the FA Cup, yeah?
Yep.
And in this game, barring the draw at Anfield, which was a fair result. I'm sorry, but they got smoked in both games. I know they won the FA Cup game, but it was the same. It was the same as this game, just that Arsenal scored.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Arsenal smoked
Arsenal
them.
were the better team. Arsenal were the better team.
Like,
Arsenal 100%
by far,
the better team.
not even close though.
It's not. Yeah, it wasn't close. I didn't understand. My internet is messing up, so I can't even load something up right now. But I didn't understand. First of all, there was a sub he did when he put Diaz at right back. I didn't understand that.
That was shambolic.
That confused the hell out of me. I also didn't understand why Chaos didn't play or start.
It's starting to look like you don't trust him against the big boys, isn't it? What's going on?
Chaos had to start. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, we also nicknamed him Noodles, but his real name. Do you know what I mean? But he had to start. He had to start against that Arsenal defense. You know, as we said, Arsenal have that self-destruct button.
Yep.
He had to start.
Because I'm just looking at these subs here. So Robertson came on for Trent. Now Trent came off because obviously I think this is his first start since they played Arsenal in the cup. Yes, it's been a while. Obviously, the young kid that scored last week, his dad passed away. RIP. You know what I mean? So that's why he probably didn't play this. That's why he didn't play this game. So I understand taking Trent off, but Diaz right back. I mean, Martinelli was giving Trent all kinds of problems, yeah?
Yep.
And he was making Konate was clamping him, but he was working overtime. And Konate was being dragged over to that side way too much, right? Which was leaving Van Dijk isolated, leaving a lot of gaps through the middle, right? And then you have Diaz over there just to do vibes. And there was one point there, which is so funny, where Diaz had the ball in his own corner, yeah? And he's just mucking about on the ball. It's to the point where Harvey Elliott came back here, took it off him, and just booted it across.
Down
you know what I mean? He's like, it was almost a moment of like, big man, this is not the zone for you to be just.
It's not the game either.
Messing around.
The game.
But, I mean, even like I said, even before that, Jorginho, for me, man of the match. He dominated that midfield. Like, he absolutely dominated, like start to finish, all game. That's the best game I've seen him play in years. You know what I mean? Definitely the best game for Arsenal. Yeah, he was cooking, and that was against Gravenberch and McAllister. Who's the other midfielder in there? Is it Soboslai? Can't remember. Who else did they have in there? Because we need to talk about that Liverpool midfield. Or Jones, sorry.
Jones. Horrific. But he's always there, isn't it? To be honest, he's always usually starting.
I'm sorry, Gravenberch was really good. This guy thinks it's Love Island, you know. Like, big man, this is a football pitch. Can we do something, please? Again, I'll give him first season in the Prem tax, but I ain't gonna lie. So far, I ain't impressed.
Do you know what? Because of the first 2 games he played, he looked pretty good, right? And it's really funny because we know a certain man that runs our club loves an Ajax player, ex-Ajax player. There was rumors that were in for him as well at one point, right? And then he went to Liverpool. And as I've been watching him lately, I'm in my head, I'm thinking, well, I'm glad he went to Liverpool, boy. Because we didn't need another failure in our team from Ajax, bro. He's either he thinks this game is too easy and he hasn't got enough videos of what he looks like afterwards to recognize that he's not doing that well. Or this is him. This is him. This is the limit to his ability. And he's not cutting it.
I think on the ball, sometimes he looks decent. But it's like off the ball, the pressing in there, the positioning is horrific. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it's like he's never played on structure before.
Players just glide past him. Yeah, and you're expecting him to be a bit of a physical presence in that midfield. And off the ball, I don't think he's offering anything. Like McAllister is looking more physical in that midfield. He's winning more challenges than him in midfield. Well, that's what Abbas thinks of that. But yeah, I'm not impressed with the Liverpool midfield. Obviously, Curtis Jones, very inconsistent, up and down. You know, McAllister's probably the best one, and that's not really saying much because, you know, them man are trash anyway. Abs 10-10, what's going on with your neck, big man? And then we move to the striker position. Jota, Gapco.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know what you're doing. I have no idea. But this is the problem when you steal. This is the problem here when you steal people's net. You know what I mean? Using the neighbors.
No, allow it. 1 second, I'm coming back. What?
Stealing the neighbor's Wi-Fi. See, people, this is what happens. You know what I mean? The man makes money. You know, this guy's on a different tax bracket, and these times he's stealing the other people's net. This is absolutely shamelessness. You know what I mean? This is what you expect from a United fans. You get what I'm saying?
Allegations. Don't dare you throw those allegations at me, bro.
You know what I mean, huh? You're in the 1% and you're out here stealing people's Wi-Fi.
Whoa. Okay, wait. As much as I like you saying I had money, I don't. Yeah, but 1% is the biggest stretch. I think people just saw my front room. That ain't no 1% of the room, bro.
Oh my days, horrific. But yeah, I was saying the Liverpool midfield, man. I mean, they're embarrassing. Honestly, Jorginho bossed. Like that's not something I expected to say in 2024. Yeah, that.
You know what? I really wanted to cuss a certain man. Yeah, I really wanted to cuss a certain Arsenal man for not really being involved in the big game again. But he didn't have to. Yeah, he didn't have to because Jorginho was running everything.
Jorginho was running it, and you know what? It's one of them things which is mad because now it's going to become a Arteta slander for no reason. But look at what Jorginho can do in midfield.
Yep.
Right. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be like, big man, I don't ever want to see Havertz anywhere near that position.
100%. 100%.
Like, you know what I mean?
He got to the point where there was only moments I realized Rice was playing.
Yeah.
Jorginho he was controlling everything.
But Jorginho was doing the controlling and Rice was doing the run around. Do you know what I mean?
Just a little cleanup. He was doing cleanup service.
Do you know what I mean?
Like somehow they went past Jorginho or they tackled him. He was there to cover up. Like it didn't happen that often. And the thing is, it didn't happen that often. That's why I didn't notice it. Right?
Now,
anytime I was watching this game, I said Jorginho's on the ball again. Oh, look, Gravenberch tried to press him.
But you know what? Yeah, this is one of the things. Yeah, and like Liverpool people say I'm a hater. Yeah, but every time I watch Liverpool this season, they're top of the league. Everything is going lovely. Yeah, but what do I always say about this, man? They're always start bad. They start horrible. The other team has a big chance.
Yep.
The other team has a big chance, and it's like that wakes them up, and then they get a lucky goal, some absolute bandulu goal, and then the floodgates open, and then they just cook the team for the rest of the team. That's been the pattern for most Liverpool games that I've watched. Poor start, some either counter attack or some nonsense goal. You guys,
this man definitely watched our pod when I talking nonsense about him. You know that. Because he's on form. Well, all I'm saying is,
I wonder if he done this for the celebration, boy.
You better not have. All I'm saying is, form is temporary, class is permanent. He'll go back to not scoring anyway at some point. Sorry, I just have to throw that in there.
Oh, look at his hater. But anyway, yeah. So, see, I haven't lost track of what I was saying. I haven't lost track. Of
the Liverpool's style of play this season when they start
So saying like most games I've seen, they never start well. Not
but
never,
even SAS said it.
They don't start
Even
well.
SAS said it. SAS said it the last game. He was like, "Oh, first half was a bit meh, but I trust Liverpool to come through and get the result." This is one of the moments where like these starts will always come and bite you at some point. At some
Exactly.
point, that is always going to come and bite you. This is one of those games.
And when you're playing a quality team away from home, which Arsenal is a quality team, don't problem for Arsenal is they don't have quality finishers, which killed them in the FA Cup against Liverpool. But obviously, to yesterday, they managed to get the finish. They finished their dinner. I mean, they also got gifted. But at the same time, as much as Liverpool fans want to say the Martinelli goal was a gift, their goal was an absolute gift as well.
Yeah.
See, that goal is in.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's the type of goal.
That's the Banduli goal you're talking about, though.
That is the type of goal that Liverpool will score first, and then they'll just cook for the rest of the game. And everyone will forget about the rubbish that they had. Do you know what I mean? And then we just move on. Because I was hearing like some of the fans were like, "Oh well, this is only our second loss in like 6 months." And I'm like, I've watched you though. Do you know what I mean?
Boy,
huh?
The thing
I'm sorry, but don't pee on man until man is raining, innit?
Oh Jesus! The thing is, for me, right? Pep ain't saying that sort of stuff. Man City don't do that sort of stuff. I know they're not the greatest at the moment, but seriously, they're still going and winning their games, right? And Liverpool's way of winning and their competitors' way of winning, it's not the same. Especially this season. This season, we've been going shaky start. Okay, strong finish. Shaky start, strong finish. Even games where they've probably won with 4 goals or 3 goals. Shaky start, strong finish. And then we look at games like against Palace, for instance. This Canute guy finally got caught for the nonsense he was doing at Palace that he never got a yellow card for. Stopping counter-attacks. Finally got caught out on it. But you're looking at stuff like that and you're thinking, yeah, it was bound to happen. You are going to get caught out. And as you said, it's a big team that's done it.
Yeah.
But
generally,
at the same time, we have to reduce their excitement too, yeah. We have to also reduce Arsenal's excitement. It's not over.
No, but this is the thing. This game, I will allow them for the celebration. Because I feel like it wasn't really celebration. It was more relief. Because they knew if they lost this game, you know what I mean? He's a top 4 team. You know?
It starts going down.
Forget about it. You know what I mean? It's a top 4 team.
So
I think it was more like, whew, we're still in here. Do you know what I mean? We're still,
you
know what I mean? We still got a chance. We're only 2 points off the top, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's where that came from. And the reason why I would defend Arsenal for the over celebration is because of who they're doing it against. I'm sorry, Liverpool. I don't want to hear from you, man. I don't want to hear from you, man, because I've seen Klopp do the fist pumps, with a win against Sheffield United at Anfield.
Sorry. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm just going to defend it just once. Because I know I said the same thing about kudos. You hold that, right? Mm-hmm. So if Arsenal fans want to reply with that, I completely get it. But as you've just said there, Klopp does that on any game. Arteta does not. He specifically done it on this game against this manager, against this team. So it looks like it's a wind-up. I don't care about Odegaard taking pictures with the kit man. Whoever the guy is. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I don't know why that's even a topic.
I don't know why man's rattled by that.
Doing that, yeah, big man. You've been here for almost 4 or 5 years. We've never seen you do that. Why did you pick this game to do it? Oh, you want to start trolling?
Yeah, but the thing is, Klopp is leaving, innit? He's played him twice this season, so we're done, innit? He ain't gonna miss City play him again. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, Klopp can come back and run it back on him unless Klopp changes his mind.
Saying, hey, well played, Arteta.
Do you know what I mean? He's like,
that's your goodbye, yeah.
Yeah, I said, hold that, innit? What? You're gone, innit?
Hold that. There's no way of you responding to me.
You know what I mean? You can't respond unless you change your mind and come back. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know, man. I think and Jamie Carragher, come on, bro.
Oh,
he's getting annoyed because the guy's taking pictures with a photographer.
I just want to remind people, this is the same man that spat a 14-year-old girl out of his car.
Well, that's very
I
long.
don't know. I don't
That's very
know
long.
where he thinks he has the moral capacity to talk about a celebration when you somehow still got your job
Yeah,
out
but
that
this is the
yesterday. I'm
same
just
guy
saying.
that as I said, when Klopp is jumping around or the Liverpool fans jump, the players are celebrating. What does he say? If that was happening at Anfield, yeah, and that was Trent with the camera pointing it at the club photographer, he would be sat there saying, "Yeah, the players have a special connection, with the
With the
staff and the
fans and all the
fans.
rest of that.
There's something here, Liverpool, blah, blah, blah." That's what he was saying. But because he was on his head, now my man come talking about it's 3 points.
Bro,
Get out of here.
I don't listen, mate. I don't. You know I don't rate that guy too highly. I don't even rate his football career, to be honest, right? So I'm just. Anytime he talks, I half listen. I couldn't understand that this was a big issue. I couldn't understand that Arsenal celebrating big issue. I understand the Arteta thing because I said, okay, you're trolling Arteta, but it's fine. It's fine. I get it to some extent. But the other guard thing, you got your 3 points, get out. Is you're back in the title race. Da, da, da. Bro, what are you sounding salty for? You're still top of the table by 2 points. What are you salty?
This is it.
Because they beat you. Like when you beat them in Anfield last season, you're allowed to have some fun with it. Like I said, he was salty, bro. It's that salt shaker that's just shaking, bro. He was upset. And you got to remember, I've had to listen to him down talk United every time they beat us home and away. So I don't know what he's talking about, bro. I could get upset and go, take your 3 points and go home. Shut up, man. Once you've been beaten, you have to shut up and take it, bro. Hold the L.
The thing is, it's like it's not even like it was a lucky 1 minute, like it was a close game back and forth.
They
And Arsenal just about
deserved
won it, yeah. You literally got smoked. Do you know what I mean? It should have been by more. Like, let's be real. Like, literally, they played
They
well
didn't have
for.
a certain strike. If they had a striker,
it would have been over. They had 10 minutes, I would say. I'll give Liverpool 10 minutes, and that was the 10 minutes after the second half. So from minute 45 to minute 55, maybe until they made them subs, it's probably the only time they somewhat, made this into a game.
Yeah.
The rest of the game, Arsenal were comfortable. You know what I mean? The goal that they scored was just nonsense against the run-up play. I don't want to hear it from them. I think, the dubs, the whole. I was seeing some of the fans talking about. I feel sorry for anyone that's got to play us now that Klopp has announced he's leaving.
That was the first thing they said. I'm
sorry, but that. I don't feel sorry for Arsenal. I feel sorry for you, man, because Arsenal was smoking you, man, in that game. So I don't really hear about that. I feel sorry for.
So I'm gonna throw something out there, right? And maybe it was just me looking too much into it. Yeah, I don't think Klopp had the energy like he normally does in these games.
Nah, man. I'm telling you, yeah, that FA Cup game. I'm sorry, it was the same game. Arsenal smoked them. They just didn't finish their chances, and Liverpool scored on them. Yeah, but honestly,
his body language and games.
I don't know, man. I think tactically, right now, this Arsenal, especially at home against Liverpool, it's like they ain't got any answers for them at the moment. Do you know what I mean? They like tactically, obviously.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This is why I said chaos needs to be on the pitch. Because
this is it. You need
a lot of times Arsenal are tactically better than Liverpool in these games, and Liverpool just run away from it. They just run them down to the ground.
I think it's just individual brilliance. I think when you got Salah,
there's Salah and all them man to have their moments.
You know what I mean, they've got world class players on their team. Arsenal don't, because who's world class? No one's world class. Let's be real.
No.
You know what I mean? No one's world class yet. They might become, but
they have a good group. They have a good group.
They have a good group, but tactically, Arsenal, they look better than them.
You know
what I mean, in these games.
Yeah. Right. No,
now,
it's a fair point.
The firepower that Liverpool have is why they will probably finish above Arsenal for me. Still, I just think they will just get. It just gets them out of the tough positions. Where I think Arsenal sometimes, when it doesn't work tactically, they don't have that gunman or that guy that can just, you know what I mean, just do something special.
Yeah, and you got to think. So, out of it, Trent just come back, so he can't really be as effective as he would be. Salah's not there. Again, I still don't understand why my man. And I know I keep repeating it because I just don't understand, bro. You know, when you have a weapon, yeah, you don't know if it's going to work, but you know if it works, you're winning. Maybe I'm a gambling man. That weapon is on the pitch until I realize it's not working.
But the thing is, even when he came on, I mean, there's that chance that he missed here, which was so fun. Or the shot he took, rather. It wasn't really a good chance. The wild shot he took here.
But you then
and Gabriel was celebrating in his face, but I was like,
listen, I did not
Jota
understand
didn't get into that
Gabriel...
position. Yeah, I don't know what Gabriel was on there. That's when I'll do celebrate with pushing police, because I understand when defenders do like a last-dish tackle, a nice tackle, and celebrate. I don't mind that. But
he did nothing.
You
and
stood
he
there
in his face.
The shot, he just missed. Like, do you know what I mean? You didn't tackle, blood. You missed. If he was on target, he'd have scored, blood. Do you know what I mean? You literally he had no effect to the team, fam.
No effect. Just screamed at him. And I just thought, okay, now I need him to score just to shut up your blood clot. Because why are you screaming like that, bro? But then, like, okay, you're about to say that shot was wild. But this is why I make Nathan chaos.
But you got there.
How did he get there in the first place?
Because Jota wasn't getting in position. Jota is a better finisher than him, but Jota was not getting into those positions yesterday. Yeah. I think the front three that started, it's just flat. The whole thing was flat, man.
Bro,
like,
I'm not gonna lie. You can never play Gakpo ahead of Nunes. Yeah,
Gakpo.
You can never. That guy, again, another player that we all link to. Thank you, Liverpool, taking away, because ever since I've seen him, I've just thought, glad he's not playing at United, because one, we don't create that many chances anyway, and then every time we do create, you're gonna either hit it softly or can't control the ball.
Gakpo is the impact sub, isn't it? You know exactly. What I mean? That's what he's looking like at the moment. He's looking like he's just an impact sub. You know, McAllister was probably the best one out of midfield. I think Thiago came on a bit too late, but again, I think it was a surprise that he came on anyway. So there's that. You know, so I don't know, man. You know, they'll probably be fine.
Yeah, you know, I'm surprised he didn't start Elliott as well. I should come think of it, because they didn't have their usual. What's that? Slabbersley. Yeah. He wasn't there, was he?
No, I don't know if
I'm surprised Elliott didn't start. Yeah, I'm surprised Elliott didn't start as well.
But even when he came on, he didn't have much of an effect when Arsenal dominated.
It was too late by then.
You know what I mean? And it was.
You know, when he came on, they were expecting that box to box crazy game, head to head thing. Jorginho's playing. He ain't running. He said, "No, so I'll keep the ball."
Yeah, that tactical change. I was like, Klopp. Yeah, I think you need this rest, big man, because Diaz a right back. Yeah.
I would say he didn't have the players.
That was like one of them things that was like an Arteta move. You know what I mean? That is something you expect from Arteta when he tries to be too smart.
Yeah, and he backfires on him. Yeah. Do you know what? That's a brilliant description of what happened. You know, I mean, that is an Arteta move. Yeah.
Honestly, man, because Klopp generally he's got his ways and his tactics and little changes that he makes. Yeah. Which you could argue are a bit predictable, but they work, in it. This time he tried a bit too much. I don't know what this was, and it did not work whatsoever. Yeah, and I feel sorry for Konate, because I think he was overworked. The first yellow card, you know, you could argue sometimes it's not given, but I don't think it's a travesty that was given. The second yellow card, absolutely. I don't know why anyone is even trying to complain about that second one.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. He's finally caught up on him. Do you know how many times this man stops a counter-attack and doesn't get punished? For some reason, the referee just forget that they have cards when they're dealing with him. Like, I was so surprised when it got that foul and I saw the referee going for his pocket. I said, "Oh, is this game you want to start playing by the rules?" But as we always say on the show, rules are rules.
No, he deserved it. He deserved the red, and it was just like I said, 2 deserves yellow cards. But it's a funny one because I don't actually think he played that bad. I think he
didn't play badly. But as you said, he was overworked.
He was doing too much because Trent was just he was just getting cooked down there by. I mean, Martinelli was ghosting past Trent like he wasn't there. It was shameful. Do you know what I mean?
That's the thing.
It was like, and the thing is for me, I don't expect anything from Trent yet, but give me something going the other way in it. But he didn't give us anything the other way. So it really
that's what I was about to say.
just made it
Defensively, he's always a liability. But defensively, on your first game back, you're going to be worse. And then you're offering nothing going forward.
I think, and the other thing,
for disaster.
when you offer something going forward, it's like attack is a form of defense, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? When he's doing all that kind of stuff going forward, it means that the other team is penned back. It means, you know what I mean? By the time they might are trying to attack him, they're already tired anyway, you know. But when you're not offering anything the other way and you just have to defend, it's not a good look. Not a good look whatsoever.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? I think, Odegaard was just ghosting in there. I mean, Jorginho was literally just taking liberties out of their midfield. I mean, I saw Ben White not making, what's his name? Curtis Jones and that. I mean, this is the levels. You know what I mean? This is the levels. So, you know, it was all in all, fantastic Arsenal performance. Very poor from a Liverpool perspective.
Yeah.
You know, I expect them to get a dub in the next game if it's not Man City. You know what I mean? I expect them to bounce back.
Who have they got next? They have got. Why can't I see them?
They should got a dub anyway.
They haven't got a game until Brentford on the 17th. That's not going to be easy because that's an away game as well.
Ooh,
and that's their 12:30 kickoff that they don't like.
Oh, their favorite one.
Yep.
Favorite kickoff. Someone said, "Yo, Klopp's last game has to be at 12:30, but just for the vibes."
Yo, just for vibes.
Just for vibes. But anyway, moving from one defeat, I mean, Liverpool are top, so they don't belong in the same conversation as this team, But let's replay a video that we played from the start anyway, just to jog our memories, Because don't let this Arsenal win / Liverpool defeat, distract you from the absolute shambles that is Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, I am not letting these men off the hook because they always try to slither by whilst, you know, the actual big clubs are being talked about.
Bro, like nothing's happened.
I mean, like nothing's happened. But let's see one of their passionate fans here. What's he got to say?
Pochettino, get out! Get out, Pochettino, tonight! He should be sacked tonight! Humiliation! Completely humiliation at the Stamford Bridge! That too against Wolves, man, Wolves! 12th or 11th position, Wolves, we have been humiliated!
I love that guy when he screams about Chelsea, man. I love it when he screams about Chelsea.
At home. I didn't realize this is at home.
My brother. We need to take a moment to enjoy this. And here's the thing, I don't think you can blame Pochettino anymore, you know. Because if you think about it realistically, they did this last season when Pochettino wasn't there. They did it with 2 managers last season. This is a whole club. I don't know if I put it. Decaying in front of our eyes. Right? This club has asbestos in its building.
I said asbestos.
It needs, when they say clubs need a rebuild, this club needs a real build. Like, even the billion they've spent can't fix the issue.
Where's it gone?
Bruv?
Because they ain't gonna have to show for it right now.
Where has that money gone? It's a good question, bro. Because I can't see it.
No, where's that money gone, bro? Because I can't see it here. But you know, to just illustrate your point about it's not the manager. I'm just gonna share my screen here, and show you something. Right. This just illustrates the mud this club is. Let's have a look at that. Have a look at that.
Spitting image. Spitting image. Imagine I didn't know you had this. I didn't even know the numbers in my head. I just knew from the vibes that I'm feeling. I swear this is the same as last year. They even have the data to prove what I was saying. But there you go. Proof is in the pudding.
What's changed?
Well, one was 10th, the other was 11th. By 1 point.
They're even a point down. What? They're even a point down. This absolute embarrassment of a club. Absolute embarrassment, yeah. And I'm seeing their fans just Poch, get out. All this stuff, yeah. Bro.
For who?
Who's
going to make it better? Let's be realistic, right? Let's put levels behind this, yeah? Potter was probably a level 3 manager, and I'm being a bit harsh, yeah?
Yeah.
Pochettino's a level 6 manager. Obviously, the 10 would be like something like Pep. A 9 would be Klopp. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? You're upgrading management. It's chalk and cheese. The results are even worse. And you must have spent, before that transition, you must have spent an extra 500 million.
Yep. I mean,
I hope they pay for Canada because they need their money back, bro. They can't. They need to pay this off slowly. I know the death row contract's there, but boy, I hope they have good credit. They need more money.
For who?
Anyone.
Oh, right. I thought it was a specific player. No. But the thing
anyone.
Is, they're in financial problems right now. Not financial problems, but like FFP problems, yeah? Because I was watching something with some financial advisor person or football financial advisor guy, and he was saying that basically they need to raise £100 million by the end of June.
They have to raise $100 million legally, right?
Yeah, legally, as in selling players though, from player sales.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
What are we saying? Jackson on the cheap.
This is boy. So they and this is why they were asking for like 50-something mil for that Broha. You remember? Just now.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And then he ended up having to go on loan. This is why they're asking for stupid money. Yeah, and silly clubs at Arsenal that spend 60-something million on flipping.
I just closed my eyes because I just realized that Mount is still on our books, bro, for 55.
This is what I'm saying, yeah. So if those transfers didn't happen, they apparently as well. You see how Everton got done for 10 points?
Yeah,
potentially another one. Yeah, apparently that's not even close to what Chelsea will be getting done for, as in the level of breach that Chelsea are on. So it should mean that it's much more points than what Everton.
Wait.
You get what I'm saying?
Whoa, no. 1 second. Let's just say they're in 11th place, by the way. Let's just say they get a 10-point reduction. They are above Luton by 1 point. So if you're saying that the points reduction is worse,
no, apparently it's this what the Everton breach, yeah, because the Everton breach was just because they were being incompetent, didn't it? Yeah, you know what I mean, they didn't know what the hell they were doing. Yeah, they messed up.
Chelsea knew what they were doing.
But Chelsea, this is new ownership. They knew the rules. This is why they're doing this amortization. You know what I mean? 8-year death row contracts. Yeah. So this is under knowing what you're doing, and you still fall short of it. So you can't even have that sort of ignorance, negligence kind of thing behind it. Do you get what I'm saying?
So we're saying Chelsea for championship next season.
Boy, it's gonna be.
Or do you think they'll give them grace and take the points off them next season?
I think if the points have to come off the probably next season, won't they? Because if they have to wait until June, yeah, they can't take the points off. Do you know what I mean? For that, let's say someone else gets relegated. But you want them to get relegated the same summer, and yo, clown.
listen. No. Do you know what it is for me? Yeah, there's 2 clubs that I'm waiting for get fined, and I want it to be this season. I don't want to see Man City winning the 4 in a row and then getting their points reduction for next season, and then no. I still be in the Prem. No. I want it now. I want it now. I want both those teams in the Championship or League One or League Two or Conference this season. We're not waiting. No need to wait.
And the thing is, let's be real. You got players on 8-year contracts.
They can't go nowhere.
Yeah, so let's stick on this 100 million. Yeah, where can they raise this 100 million from?
it's got to be the players that he don't have on death row contracts. What do like Gallagher?
I think it's going to be the play, but you're not going to get much for Gallagher though, especially
At least
clubs.
30, innit?
Clubs knowing that you're desperate. This is the problem as well. When clubs know that you're desperate, because you got to think as well, it's not going to be from any European clubs. No, ain't no money in Europe. Do you get what I'm saying? So Europe is done out here.
So it has to be from England or
Saudi. He has to be from England or Saudi Arabia.
See, I don't want to be. Someone's definitely going to buy Gallagher for 30. Cucurella might also be bought for 32, right? Taliban is their player, right? He's not someone that they bought.
Chalobah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's possibly another 30 there. Chigwell for 10. Hey, Reece James. Reece James.
If he wasn't injury prone,
you would have had him by now, have Madrid, didn't it?
You know what I mean? I'd have taken him straight away, but that guy lives in the physio room, boy. So hell no. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
So, you know, it's that I'm picking Pacific. I'm not picking the new players. I'm looking at the old players before this mad regime.
I understand, yeah, because especially some of the youth team players, because they count as full profit.
Yeah.
I mean? Whereas,
then the only person you can take outside of that will be probably Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling. But where would he go?
I'm also picking players that were likely to be bought because the other players,
and
there's no point talking Jackson. He ain't going to give you no money.
You see the players that you mentioned, yeah?
Yep.
Gallagher. What piece is he on right now? And the club that's going to buy him for 30 mil, are they going to pay him the same piece that Chelsea are playing? Is he going to be willing to go for them piece?
Boy.
You know what I mean?
And this is where I better not hear my club's name mentioned in any of these freaking deals. I better not hear any nonsense of United being mentioned in anyone from Chelsea again. I'm probably looking through their team. I'm trying to find people that maybe you can catch on a slight. What far now?
Bro, the guy that's another one that's always injured. They ain't getting nothing for him, bro.
Yep. Okay, cool. I'm closing my app. That's done.
No. What we want to do right now, yeah? I've got their team that played against Wolves, yeah? So we're off the 100 mil that they need to raise, yeah? I've got it. Remember, you got to spend this, you got to raise this 100 million, and then you still have to make signings. They still need a striker. They still need this, that, and the other.
They have to put on hold. They have to put that on hold. They have to
exactly. Thiago is probably going to cut now. You know what I mean?
Yep. With his wife commenting like that online. Yep.
Exactly. So he's probably going to cut now. But then this is the thing, yeah. So £1 billion spend, yeah. If my club spent over £1 billion, yeah, and our team sheet goalkeeper is Petrovic, right back Gusto, Disasi, 38-year-old Thiago Silva, yeah, Chilwell, right? I've got Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo as my double pivot.
Mm-hmm.
It's $1 billion, you know, right? Then I got Raheem Sterling that City still didn't want, yeah. Then I got Gallagher, Cole Palmer that City didn't want, and Nkunku up front. This is one of the biggest wastes of $1 billion in the history. I was gonna say history of football, history of anything. This is just like honestly.
Yeah, I don't think you'll ever see money wasted like this ever again. I don't think you'll ever see money.
We've seen again. PSG, for example, yeah, go and just splash money, yeah, and it hasn't worked in terms of when I say it hasn't worked, as in trying to get Champions League football, yeah.
Yeah,
but at least they bought Messi and Neymar, Ibrahimovic, Cavani when he was still fresh and good from Napoli, yeah. These are big, good quality players.
Thiago Silva at that time, he was young.
Thiago Silva, top quality as well, world class. Yeah. I've just mentioned world class players here. Apart from Cavani, you could argue everyone world class.
Even him, you would say, is world class. To be fair,
you know what I'm saying?
To some extent.
Whereas these man, $1 billion. It's $1 billion of just. Who's world class from Thiago Silva? And he's old. He's finished.
You know, it's funny, yeah. As you just said that, right? I looked at the list again, and then I looked at the bench because just for entertainment value. the only person, okay, Thiago Silva when he was younger, you could say world class, fine.
Yeah.
Outside of him, the only person that was even close to a world class status was Sterling, and he wasn't like at your club.
Exactly. And
Thiago Silva wasn't at your club.
And if you look at Sterling's career, Liverpool, he was dribbling past man, missing chances. Yeah, he was quality though, right? Goes to City,
became a finisher.
Same story, yeah, but then he was doing back post tap-ins.
Yep.
But was he really? Were you sitting there even when he was bagging all them goals, saying?
I'll be honest here. I'm gonna say this here because he's Pep's third highest goal scorer in all of Pep's team. Obviously, Messi's number one, right? I can't remember who number two was. Sterling is number 3. So even Sterling, I think is equal, was close to Aguero. That's world-class settings for me, right? Yes, it was tap-ins, but it was a system. It's the same system that Haaland is benefiting from right now.
Bro, I'm sorry, yeah, but Sterling for me, saying Sterling was world-class at any point, I don't know, but I don't know about that one. I don't know.
But he was close to. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe he was close to. Yeah.
Let's be honest here. I don't like world class is thrown around way too easily anyway, right? If you were proper strict football, and there's a band of players, and you go, this is world class. They walk into any teams, right?
Sterling wouldn't be.
Sterling was the closest of getting into that group, but wasn't in that group because when Sterling was doing his madness, there was Aguero. There was Messi, there was Ronaldo still. There was Benzema. You get what I mean? So I understand if you say he's not world class based on all those guys in Europe. Cool. Right? But he was one of the closest players to even get into that branch. But again,
all right,
that was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That was a season before he even left for Chelsea. And he's been at Chelsea for 2. So that's 3 seasons ago. He ain't the same man now. It's not the same man now.
This is what I'm saying, man. And then Cole Palmer again. You know, he looks decent, but I'm sorry, I think there's a bit of overhyping.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I get it. I do think it.
You know what I'm saying? He's not rubbish. I won't sit here and say he's dead, but he's not as good. Sometimes he was getting a bit. Some of the Cole Palmer loving was getting a bit too much. I was like, you guys are starving, innit? You're starving.
Yeah. If he was at City, if he was City, right, he would have got the Phil Foden treatment and would be considered world class when he's not really playing that way.
You just got a Phil Foden agenda, yeah. So let's not.
I thought you didn't know it's the agenda.
No. That was hella nasty. You are nasty. Absolutely nasty.
But no. What I'm saying is, he would have been in the system.
He would not get into the team like what Foden does.
No. You wouldn't play that often, obviously. But I think he would have got in the system. He would have got more goals, and people would have been talking about him. But right now, he's kind of he's not even a good player within a bad bunch because they're all bad. He's something to hold on to for Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying. He's a breath of fresh air, and because of that, that's where the overhype comes from because they're starving. You know what I mean? You're starving, and you just get any regular sandwich. You ain't eating you haven't eaten for 12 hours.
Starving.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, the man ain't eating for 12 hours. You just give him the most basic sandwich. That sandwich would taste like do you know what I mean?
Oh, like good food.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? And that's what's happened with Cole Palmer here. Do you know what I mean? Like honestly, like and again in Nkunku, another one. He's a talented player, but again, Bundesliga tax.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah? We have to wait. You
had your problem with a certain Man City player. My problem was him. I said he's not as good as you man are saying. You know, he's not. At the moment, he's proven my point.
Well,
how much did they even spend for him again?
Listen, these men are starving.
What did they spend for him?
I don't even know. Was he in the 60s or something?
Definitely above 60, right?
I think he was in the 60s. But
mate.
I remember when he scored it, when he got battered by Liverpool and he scored that goal, and the Chelsea fans were like, "Oh, you see, he's the breath of fresh air." I was like, he just came on, and that was like his really only time the man really got into the box. And yeah, it was a decent finish, but it's not to say he's actually done anything else. But people like Disassi, like, come on, look, no, levels, no, I'm getting upset now. Listen to these names here: Disassi, Madueke. Yeah, Mudrich. Come on, man. Like, you spending like, and what? This is supposed to be what
Gusto.
challenging City. Gusto.
Gusto.
You're gonna challenge Liverpool and City and then even Arsenal with this.
Listen, I knew. You can always tell when something's wrong with your team, where some mid player is in your starting lineup all the time, right? I had the same problem with McTominay. When I saw Gallagher was in their starting lineup, like we didn't just see him at Palace doing okay. He's in your starting lineup, and you're telling me about top 4. And then, funny enough, the position they're in now, ain't it matching Crystal Palace? I swear they're even below Crystal Palace.
Nah, Crystal Palace are rubbish, bro. Crystal Palace are dead this season.
Oh, okay. But do you get what I mean? Like, your main player was in the Crystal Palace team that finished 11th, 12th.
What's nasty is that
he's now your starting lineup. You're now 11th.
Let's really get into these midfielders here, because Enzo Fernandez, I want to start with him. Because Chelsea fans get real deep.
Yo.
Nah. Enzo, it's not his fault. He's not a 6. He's not a box-to-box. He's a number 10. I've seen him in every position. And he's mid in all of them.
Yeah.
And then you've got Gallagher doing pie and mash Gavi, running around, just, I don't know, tackling people and stuff. Yeah.
Sorry. Can you just say that name again, just for the record, just one more time?
Gallagher is the pie and mash Gavi, blood. They are literally the same player. Yeah. Gavi is the paella Gallagher, blood. It's true though. Yeah, these players admit that they run around, press everyone, you know what I mean, outreach, this and the other, they're just in your face, but they don't really do anything of quality.
Oh, pie and mash.
I'm telling you, man, this team is a mess, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, no.
Let's touch on the Ukrainian. Let's touch on the Ukrainian. Man like Mudrich, yeah.
Please present the evidence to the people.
Honestly, I mean, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. That he thinks, yeah, this is some next NBA. Like, honestly, bro, what are we doing here? Let's put the evidence on the board right now. Yeah, might be a bit small. I might need to zoom in or something. But
no. I think people can see that it's big enough.
Okay.
People that don't know, this is Mudrik's Instagram page. A fan messaged in, asked him what the hell is going on. Obviously, he swore. I'm not going to repeat that right now. Obviously, asked him, did he forget to play football? Which, funny enough, we've been asking since we started the show this season. So he has every right to ask him this question.
Yep.
And then Mudrik said, "Come and play me 1-on-1, and I'll pay you 10 grand." First of all, the fans should have taken him up on that option, because that's 10 bags, blood. I'm taking it still. I ain't going to lie to you. Right? I'm
not going to lie, yeah. I'm not taking it, bro. If you just run past you, that guy's fast, blood. That's all you do. You just kick, run. Bro.
Give me the 10 bags, innit?
Man, just do kick and run, bro. Oh, it's just pay me 10 just to play, not to win.
Bro, if he's paying me 10 to play you, I'm playing you.
Oh, right. Come play 1-on-1.
If he's paying 10 to win, if I win, well, that's just foolishness, because I'm just going for your ankle.
Yeah.
It don't make no damn sense.
Again,
you don't know who you're sending these things to, you know. There's madman out there that'll be like, yeah, I'll play.
The thing is, I didn't clock he just said 10 grand, because I just say, yeah, give me the 10 grand up front and I'll play, bro. I don't care if you roast me, but it's 10 bags. Thank you very much. You know what I mean?
But make no damn sense. Give me the money.
Man said, the reply is beautiful though. Man said, bro, at this point, I will personally give you money every time you score. We're all Chelsea fans here, and I deal with the players and sort their stuff out. But come on, man.
All I'm saying is, yeah, that comment there shows you how much this guy has little faith in him. He knows he ain't paying a penny. That's why he said it. You score goals, innit, and I'll pay you. You're not scoring any goals, bro. The money's safe in the bank.
The man said 1-on-1 me. Big man, how about you concentrate on getting better? See what his death row contracts do?
See, the most easiest statement. face front. You've got a difficult task as it is in front of you.
You know what I
Get
mean?
past the professionals and put the ball in the back of the net. Don't be distracted by anything else. But yeah, as you said, them difficult contracts. You guys have to deal with this for another 7 years.
And the thing is deal with it for 7 years. Why does he have to leave? What's his motivation to get better?
Clearly, he has money to be saying, "Come and pay me 101 for 10 bags."
Exactly.
Clearly, he has too much money. Definitely more money than he had in the last team. I didn't hear him going on Instagram saying, "Hey, 101 me, bro." Again, this fan is better than me because I would have said, "Yes, here's my Monzo account. I'm coming. I'm bringing some boys
You
too."
know what's funny, this Mudryk thing, yeah. I remember when Arsenal were hot on his trail, yeah. And during that time,
and he was doing fanfare.
We played them at the Bernabeu, where they were in a group stage, and what's it called? Beat them both games. You know, he was running around, didn't really do much, but you know, he went past cover a couple of times.
Which is not going to be hard when you're
which
fast.
wasn't very difficult. Which wasn't very difficult, especially that season. Came off, and what's he called? And apparently he got a standing ovation. But I watched this game, and
I don't remember that game.
This
I don't remember
mythical
that ovation either.
This mythical standing ovation.
Yeah.
It's like people said this and they just ran with it. Yeah, and I was like, I missed something here. Standing ovation for Mudryk. You didn't even score. What did you do? You lost the game. And everyone just keeps saying, you got standing ovation at the Bernabeu.
I need fans to understand, yeah. Real Madrid fans do not stand and give standing ovation to hardly anyone. Let me give you one name that we've done it for, and I will say it with chest. Ronaldinho.
Bro, that's like almost 20 years ago.
That's my point. That's my point.
That's what I'm like. Honestly,
that's my point.
Mudryk apparently got.
Before Mudryk was the one I was going to get standing ovation.
People ran with this story anyway, and then obviously Arsenal securing the deal for probably what was a half decent price at that time, and then Arsenal just came in. Chelsea came in with a stupid figure. You know, got the player, thought they dunked on everyone, and then they dunked on themselves.
Every player that they thought they dunked on someone else for.
Where's Lavia? Where is Lavia? I ain't seen this guy play. Levels. Where is he?
I ain't seen him.
Huh? Their fans were celebrating on Twitter. Ha ha, Liverpool, we got him. Ha, ha, ha. Where is he? Caicedo, he celebrated. Oh yeah, we dunked on Liverpool. What's he done? Apart from giving away penalties and that.
I mean, the through ball this game was good, but that's about it. Sorry.
Yeah, shameful. Yeah, they're an embarrassment.
We're clutching at straws here, though, innit? Like, unfortunately, we're clutching at straws here.
They're absolutely embarrassing. Anyway, let's
the only thing that's good for Chelsea is their kit.
Mad. let's cover the other games quickly. Yeah. I say that obviously. Crystal Palace, Brighton smoked. Absolutely like this.
People are telling me that scoreline should have been higher.
It should have been higher. Been higher. That game reminded me of Mourinho's first Clasico when we got smoked 5-0, and you were just watching the game like, this is just not getting better. You know what I mean? You're watching it and you're like, this is just getting worse and worse and worse as we go. You know what I mean? Like, there's no light at the end of this tunnel. In fact, it's getting darker. Yeah. Like they looked like 2011 Barcelona, bro. 2009, whichever one, pick one.
And bear in mind, didn't they lose? Didn't they lose midweek quite a high number as well?
Exactly, they got smoked. Remember when I posted that thing about De Zerbi? Like, you know what I mean? This is what he does. These are the results that no one talks about. Yeah. Crystal Palace turning up, of course, charity team. Useless team, yeah. No tech team.
Man said charity team.
Useless. That's what this is the most uninspiring Palace team, yeah, I've seen in a while. This is pathetic. Do you know
what hurt me? Do you want what hurt me for you, right? Is when there was some news that Palace finally signed a player, And I was thinking, okay, cool. You know what I mean? They heard our conversation, signed some players, blah, blah, blah. But the first question you asked that day was, aren't all these players championship players? And I thought, okay, you signed a player. Clicked it. The first thing I seen, signing from championship. I said, you're not making things any better, are you? Are you preparing to go into the championship or something? What's going on here?
You would think so, innit? You would think so. They're preparing for the championship. Yeah, come on, that's where they belong. I've said it on this pod, yeah, from when we started this pod. I'll guarantee you, if Crystal Palace were to get relegated, they ain't coming back for years. Crystal Palace are not the type of team that goes down and
stay
that's
down.
what Southampton are doing, where they're about to come back straight away, or Norwich, who just yo-yo. Crystal Palace go to the championship and they marinate in there. Yes, they marinate in there. Yes, Crystal Palace go down, yeah, forget it. Absolutely forget it. I'll tell you that for free. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah, so they man there better stay up, boy, because it's long, absolutely long. But anyway, enough about them waste, man. The other game I watched, because I always watch Spurs still, 2-2 against Everton. Richarlison, you see his second goal?
Do you know what? I'll be honest, put my hands
Anyway,
up. This is all you know. There's a lot of games I didn't even watch.
No. Richarlison, the goal, I mean, first time volley on the weak foot. Ridiculous finish, yeah. Like, honestly.
All I'm hearing for this game, though, is there's a lot of fans going, Spurs have made football exciting again. That's all everyone keeps saying. And I know you said this as well, because even now you just said it, you always watch a Spurs game.
Spurs, I swear, if they're on TV, I'm watching. I don't care who they're playing. Playing Sheffield United, whoever they're playing, yeah, I'm watching that because it's never boring. I'm sorry, I've not watched a boring Spurs game this whole season. Honestly, I've not watched a boring game. Every game, because even the win or lose, innit, or draw, you just know it's gun hole. Them man are standing on the halfway line. You know what I mean? Like, you know, high line on the bro. They on the halfway line. They're doing offside trap just off the halfway line. Yeah, I was seeing like Ashley Young trying to run in behind him. That's how high they were. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. What let them down in this game was the keeper and also the defense not protecting the keeper. It's like teams have kind of sussed him out now to say, yo, he's not comfortable when you put a man on him. You know what I mean? And you make the ball in swinging, and then they don't seem to protect him that well. And I think both goals came from corners or from Everton. Do you know what I mean? And one of them was quite late as well. A very good dub for them, but you know, it's Spurs, isn't it? They're gonna do what Spurs do. But
a lot of draws this weekend. Well,
I have to say, Richarlison,
yeah,
he's cooking. He's cooking for them. You know what I mean? And he seems to have a half decent connection with even Werner. Obviously, he can't finish. But what he's just offering them that out ball in behind.
Yeah.
You know, he seems to be connecting well with the fullbackers. He seems to work well with the Udogie guy. So, you know, the fullbacks are now quality, which is a major contrast. So, yeah, man, they look decent. But the problem for them is they're it's high risk, high reward, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not
a team.
I'm gathering honestly, they can win any game, but they can lose any game.
So what I'm gathering from sometimes when I do see Spurs, even if it's highlights, I put my hands up. I didn't watch this game. There's a lot of games I didn't watch this weekend. I was in Barnet, so I down to almost non-league level. So I was enjoying that. But with Spurs, as you said, it was a high risk, high reward. If they don't score 3 to 4 goals, they ain't winning comfortably.
Yeah.
They're always going to be on the ropes. If they don't get more than 3 goals, I think is what I've noticed. Three goals are higher. They have to have that much goals to have a comfortable win. Anything else, you just don't know what's going to happen. And as you said, high risk, high reward. This is what happens when you play that sort of football. I've been there. I've managed that type of football myself personally, so I know. So I know what that feels like.
Honestly, like they can beat anyone in the league, but they can also lose to anyone in the league with the way they play football. Like it's just
and
crazy.
Imagine
some games I watched them, man. It looks so comfortable. Like, oh, they're gonna batter this team, and then all of a sudden they get hit on the break or corner or something, and then it's
so. Can you imagine what's gonna happen next season? It can go both ways, but I'm leaning towards that it's gonna be positive when he refines this system for next season.
Yeah, he's get along, especially if he starts signing players that are more because he's making do right now.
Yeah,
He's making do, and he's making a good job of what he's got.
yeah.
You know,
So imagine he gives them hope. Let's say they get Champions League football. He gives the board hope. The board then gives him a nice kitty, war kitty. He goes and buy players that maybe they're not known, they're not name brands, but they can finish what he started. So they're in trouble.
Yeah,
To hear Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, there is no City fans, so I don't know where they belong, where they exist from. To hear everyone else saying stuff like they've made football more exciting, to watch some of their games and go, rah, they could have cooked this team by 4 or 5 goals, but they've ended up drawing.
Yeah,
that's just that the potential is massive.
Richarlison's got 9 goals in the league or something.
Yeah. And we know what Antonio is doing now, because you can see him on Sky Sports today doing fashionista. So clearly he's not interested in scoring anymore.
You know what I'm saying? But funny enough, I was looking at thinking, in terms of just style wise, he would actually be a good transition from Klopp. You know what I mean? Like the kind of highest risk that Klopp plays.
Oh, if Liverpool could steal him, that would be a steal.
I think,
but again,
I just think I don't know what his mentality is, because managing big clubs is a different story, because now you just got the politics.
Here's the thing though, he would then have to start his project again, because as good as Liverpool are in the Klopp way of football, I think his is even worse than Gegenpress, if you want to put it that way. His is the stage before that. Because that high line is ridiculous.
He's more risky, but
yeah. So the problems that Liverpool are having now with some of their players, he still needs to refine them to fit the system too. So if he goes there, to probably be another year again of working on them for the first year and all the rest of it. But again, if they get some players.
He's got better players over there, man. He's got serious winners.
I'm not gonna lie, he's got serious ammo up front.
Exactly.
They would blow teams away before they even get
he's doing this year, like this game without Brennan Johnson, who I don't rate one bit. He's one of the most frustrating footballers out there. Yeah. Kulusevski, Werner, who can't hit a bomb door. Richarlison, we know what Richarlison's been saying for the last few years. Obviously, he's bagging this season.
Bentancur, Maddison's good. Maddison's a good one, but Højbjerg, Bentancur,
Højbjerg, yeah. So every game I've watched recently, so this is the last thing on this man. Højbjerg, he's the definition of he's playing against us. He's the one player. In the last 2 games I've watched him. He's the one player in that team, that doesn't gel in with anyone else. He's still Højbjerg. He has not improved. Everyone else has improved. Him.
You know what's crazy for me, right? When we played them and got that, it was a draw in the end, wasn't it? Was it a draw? I think it was a draw. When we played them, United played them, right? He was the one weak link. He was so clear that he was the weak link. Because Skip turned into Pirlo for the game. Started pinging passes and stuff. And I was looking at Højbjerg going, you're the weak link. You are the weak link.
Skip is not great here, but Skip fits to the system. He understands what he has to do. Højbjerg, sometimes it's like he tries passes that are just not in his remit.
Repertoire.
Tries to dilly-dally on the ball when he's getting pressed, and he's not even that pressed. His decision making sometimes, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, they need my man to come back. I don't know if he's injured or is it.
Yeah, who knows what?
Yeah, he needs to come back. He needs to be back in the system ASAP. All right.
The rest of them, I didn't watch none of these, man. And I looked at the scores and I saw 4-4. I was like, right, I missed the 4-4.
Listen, that Luton game, I did watch the highlights. I can't remember the goal scorers, but that was a crazy game. I think Newcastle scored first. Luton took the lead. Newcastle came back, took the lead, and then Luton scored the equalizer. Crazy game. I need to watch it in more detail, because as the little highlights I was seeing, I said, was this gung-ho all game or something? Right, and Newcastle will do stuff like that, innit?
Yeah.
Right, they'll go gung ho. Oh, you machine for machine, they'll do that.
Yeah,
and then Luton as well. I don't even care if Luton get relegated. Credit to them, because they look beaten up until like end of November. Yeah. I have no idea what's happened to them after that.
But they decided to go down fighting, and
they are fighting tooth and nail.
They are now. remember they were rock bottom, and he was like, Luton are done for you. Now they're out of the relegation zone, and this is what I'm saying about Crystal Palace. You're only 4 points ahead of them, and they've got a game in hand. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they're going.
If they get relegated, you ain't seen them in the Prem for time.
Bro, I'm guaranteed you ain't see. Yeah, I'm telling you.
You have to pick another London team to support while I'm doing the podcast next season by the sounds of it.
I'm telling you.
You might have to just venture to Brentford side, even though they're not even comfortable too, They're not comfortable either.
They might go down together.
They're not comfortable, bro.
I'm telling you, it's nasty work here, because at the end of the day, I know Everton are below, but Everton are better than Crystal Palace this season. Absolutely much better than Crystal Palace. Obviously, they got 10-point deduction. But they will finish. Everton will finish, if we go by form right now, Everton will comfortably finish above Crystal Palace. That's guaranteed. Obviously, Burnley and Sheffield United, I don't know. But I think that spot, that last spot there, he might have Palace's name on it. I ain't going to lie.
No, because Nottingham Forest
Nottingham Forest are that type of team, they can just get them funky results, bro.
They do have funky results in them.
They can just get them results.
Yeah, you might need to find some win, because funny enough, it wasn't.
You know what? Yeah, Crystal Palace, they're playing their bogey team, Chelsea. If there's one team, Crystal Palace, can never do nothing against. I can name when Crystal Palace beat Man United at one point. Times where they've beat Man City. Times when they've beat Liverpool. Yeah, all the big teams, Arsenal even. Not away.
Chelsea, no.
Chelsea, home, away, wherever. Home, away, on Mars, on the moon. Chelsea are beating Crystal Palace. I don't know what it is. Like, these men just say, you might as well just forfeit. Forfeit the game. What's the point? It's the most embarrassing record.
You know what? Ain't this round about the same time that you got rid of Vieira for the simple games? Ain't it time to do the same thing with Hodgson, bro?
It was as well. You know what I mean?
Hodgson might need to get the same treatment,
I was actually watching. Funny enough, you said that. I watched the last few minutes of a PSG game. They're playing Strasbourg, whatever it was, but they were struggling because they were winning, but they were struggling to hold. They literally just about held on. Yeah, I look at the bench. I was like, "Oh, it's Vieira, Matting." I see him like, "Yo, he's actually." I was like, "Yo, you got a job, yeah?" The man there.
He's a legend, brother. He can worm his way into a job. Not in England, France definitely.
I was looking at him like, "Right, I'm surprised you didn't try and sign Mateta." Like, yeah. I expect a bid in the summer.
Oh, no. They have a proper management system. They're not going to allow that transfer. They're not going to allow that transfer. Don't you worry about that.
Oh my days.
Mateta,
Yeah, it's nasty work, man. It's nasty work. And then the other games, Fulham, Burnley, I don't care. 2-2. What else is happening here? Yeah, like I said, loads of draws. Yo, Sheffield United got cooked, boy. 5-0. Mad.
But that was a one-way. That was one way. that.
Yeah, they got fried.
Yeah, they got caught out. I think the only game left is United. We didn't talk about that one.
Oh yes, damn. Oh yeah. Come on. Advertising boards, yeah. What's the apology saying there? What's the apology saying for
apology? What apology?
Look at this here.
Hey, I don't understand people that think I'm going to apologize for a striker that scored 10 goals. I don't know what standards you think I uphold. It ain't those, right? I've set my store, right? I'm even being nice because I know he can't get 15 goals in the Prem, right? He can. I don't even think he can get 12 at this point, right? So I'm doing him a favor and saying, okay, cool. All competitions get above 15, and then we can talk about you leading the line long term, and I'll be on your side and I'll defend you and blah blah blah. Until he gets to that number, bruv, he's on 10 now, right? He's got 5 less the amount of games.
What? So you got no eyes then? So you're just waiting for a number for you to decide?
Because eyes has tricked me enough times. Well, players have looked good, but they can't put the ball in back in the net. Rashford has scored goals, but I've seen him and he looks terrible, right? Listen, I am here to back any player that wears a United shirt. But I am doing it objectively. Objectively. That's the key word now. Now, there's no more play FC nonsense.
Objectively, yeah? Thoughts on Martial?
Well, he's leaving, and he has to leave. And by the way, let's be real here, yeah? I said Martial had to leave when he went to Sevilla on a loan, right? That season, I was saying Martial needs to leave. I said for him and United, he needs to leave. So I am objective sometimes, even though my players, like my thing with, as you know, I am an IC3 defender, right? Especially if they're foreign and the fans just decide, oh no, we're gonna go against them now, right? None of that nonsense. Like all of a sudden now, I'm here. Wan-Bissaka can go because we got the low. Are you man drunk or something? Have you not had this drink before? Although he played well. He played well this game. So
But Dalo's been playing well though, eh? He's been playing
He's been playing better than his usual standard. That's again, we have to go back to that. Better than his usual standard, not the standard we deserve. Both of them are probably not good enough. They're definitely not good enough. But at least one of them is good defensively. Because the other one, everyone keeps saying the hype about how good he is going forward.
Yeah,
I'm struggling to see it, bro. He looks good. Doesn't end with anything, which is why I said I have to be objective now. All right, so let's start with the team quickly, yeah? Højlund's goal was good, was very good. Like, it shows that he's on form, he's got the confidence now, and long may it continue, because like I said earlier in the show, form is temporary, class is permanent. We need to see if he's got the class, and I've said this on other people's shows as well on YouTube. That's my stance with it. But that goal was good, because he was right-footed, he took on the man, shifted it to the right, and banged right across. Brilliant. He was having battles with Kuma, wherever his damn name is. Zuma, that's it. Sorry. Yeah. He was having battles with him and he was winning a lot of them. And that I was like, cool, that's better because I've seen you get bullied a couple of times before. But that's a confidence thing. So that's good to see. Garnacho is on form as well. He's on form. He's happy. I'm not too happy with Rashford's performance. And I knew, for me personally, I knew this was going to happen. Because he's had this performance on the first game back where everyone's on him saying he shouldn't be there. Scored a goal. Did all right for the rest of the game. And then this game, kind of going back to what he was before. Like, you know what I mean? But hopefully he picks it up the next game. We'll just give him a blind and stuff. Can we complain about the midfield three? No. Because Casemiro is doing what he should do. Mainu's got a bit more freedom to go forward and back, which he's taken advantage of. And Bruno Fernandes is always going to be Bruno Fernandes. Like this, sometimes there's try and say he will never have the perfect midfield game. Let's just be honest about it. He's always going to do Hollywood first. Safety pass, never. so based on that, this is an okay game. This is an all right game for him. It was decent, but it wasn't like, because not everything he did was going through, but that's been him all season. Since he's got that captain's armband, that's been him all season. Who else? Onana did well. And I kept saying to people, when the man has a proper defense in front of him, we're going to see him and he's playing better. Now, I'm not saying he's going to fix all our problems in goal. Yeah. But he was way better. Way better today.
Like Onana, yeah?
Yeah, bro. Like, you know how bad it is, yeah? KG had to say it on his own damn show.
All right.
He's lucky I didn't call him. He's lucky I couldn't call him, and I didn't go on his show today because I was going to bring him up on charges, bro. Because when I went on there to defend my man, I got rushed online. So, biggest problem with taking out this game is, for me, Martinez's injury.
Ugh. Yo, Maguire was giving away a goal as well. Oof.
He's out for 8 weeks. Now, bearing in mind, we have one match a week right now because we have not much competition. That's 8 games. And realistically speaking, he's not just going to go off from 8 weeks off and come back and be starting on the 9th game. So that's probably 9 games, maybe 10. Yeah, that's with no issues in recovery. So it's better than what we thought it was, because everyone thought it was cruciate or something like that. Yeah. But it's not great to hear that, right? So it's going to be Maguire and Varane, I think, for a while. Maybe Luke Shaw in the back. But again, I don't know who will go left back because Malacia has disappeared.
Yeah, where is that guy? Has he even played this season?
He was injured. No, he hasn't played this season. He was injured, and I know they said about he's training again, but I don't know exactly to the extent each training is. So I have no idea. That's why I just said he's disappeared. It's February, bruv. I haven't seen you.
Like, it's crazy, bro. Who else? Who else came on? Yeah, let's not talk about the players that came on because one of them is Anthony and the other one's Scott McTominay. Since they didn't score, I don't have to talk about them. Against Wolves, I would have had to talk about them because Scott McTominay came on and scored. And you know my feeling that whole game, I was just like, it's just a nasty feeling, you know. Yeah, I mean, look, Ten Hag has said to the media that when he gets his full squad, we'll see what type of football he wants to play and we'll see the results get better. I think he has a good run of games to be able to live up to that statement.
Right.
And he is getting most of his players back as well. So let's see if he can keep this up. Maybe we can sneak back into that top 4 conversation. I don't see it.
I think it's definitely viable, the top 4 thing. Do you know what I mean? You're not out of it, definitely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, not out of it, but
you're out of it. Because obviously Aston Villa are very inconsistent. Do you know what I mean? 1 minute they're battering Man 5-0, next game they're getting battered as well. Tottenham, as
the
I've
only
said,
problem I have is the points difference because even as we talk about Aston Villa, they're 8 points ahead of us. Arsenal are 11. Like,
I don't know why you're looking at Arsenal though. You're being
because
silly.
I can't help myself, man. It's Arsenal, innit?
Stop that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, do you know what I mean? Don't even look at them, innit? This is the last spot you're looking at. You know what I mean?
You see how times have changed, bro. I can't switch that off, man.
No, you're being silly. Like, that's why I say because for me, Tottenham is, as much as I've said they're great to watch, like I said, they can beat anyone, but they can also lose to anyone. So nothing is guaranteed with Tottenham, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean, nothing is guaranteed.
Actually, you know what? Funny you say Aston Villa, that's our next game.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. But yeah, Aston Villa as well. Aston Villa just have them random games, man. Aston Villa team just Burnley, freezer. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. Burnt them 5-0, bro. So you never know. But then it's Burnley, bro. Hold on, you're frozen, big man.
Yeah.
I know it's back.
What was going on there? But I was saying Aston Villa, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? So I can't trust him. But anyway, it is what it is. I think that's pretty much it for me, man. Anything else?
No, looking at results, as you said, I didn't really watch most of these ones, but yeah, that's the most important thing there for me anyway. Just the fact that we might get into that thing, especially if we beat Aston Villa next game. Actually, let's see. What's the next games? Oh, you see how life quickly turns around. Yeah, we had this comment from the start. Yeah, start of our show, and by the time we're finishing, Man City are now winning 3-1. Like,
and guess who scored a hat trick?
Don't say it's Doku, please. Oh, Jesus, it's even worse. It's not yours, it's my hate.
Guess hat trick.
Yeah, I don't care about that anyway. So let's move on to the fixtures, yeah? Huh?
Yeah.
Moving on to the fixtures, yeah. Moving on to the fixtures. So what? Man City got Everton. That's going to be a tight one. Liverpool have Burnley. I think that's an easy win. And who else? Who else is important? Arsenal have West Ham. So that's going to be that's an away game. Away.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
That's a tricky one. Obviously, Man United have Aston Villa away as well. So their ground. I'm fairly confident, but you just never know at their home ground.
Fairly confident about Aston Villa.
Yeah. But remember, I said that the last time as well. The last time we played them, I said, I'm kind of confident against them. I don't know what it is. But again, with football, you never know. I might be eating my words next week, right? So we'll see. Yeah, and then you've got Chelsea at home, as you said earlier.
That's a lot. Don't even tune into that one, but you know what I mean?
We'll be on the podcast we'll be doing the pod when that is live, so we'll get to see your physical reaction.
Exactly to the inevitable L. Yeah, allow it. Anyway, but that's pretty much it, boy.
All right, well, the show's gone on longer than I expected, boy.
Exactly.
Almost an hour and a half.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, make sure to drop that like button. You know what I mean? Share the video and all that good stuff. We'll catch you again next week. Peace.
Just a quick message from next week. We're gonna make sure the lines are open for callers, so make sure you get involved, man. Get involved.
Yep.
Adios.